Hey guys, welcome back to Ink Circle. Today we are talking about a very important subject, consultations. I think it's the most important part of tattooing, where you get to really get to know your client, what they want, where they want it, how big, etc. I really prefer to do in-person consultations myself. That way you get the vibe a little easier and better. I find a little more intimate connection. I do a lot of clients that are flying or driving hours and hours to come and get tattooed by me. So then I will do typically email with working with pictures of the body part, pictures of what they want. You do what you gotta do. In-person consultation, or even if I'm over the phone or whatever with a long distance client, I go off of this. It is my master consultation list. I find over the years it has constantly evolved into what it is today. It's an even simplified version of things I've had in the past. Gonna go over it real quick. Client name, of course, best contact. I don't know how many times you'll be doing with email and stuff, and then something comes up or whatever, and you're like, oh God, what's their phone number? Always the best contact, not just the contact that they contacted you by. How did you find me? That is extremely important to me. I want to know, was it friends? Was it social media? Was it someone you saw on the street and just liked their tattoo and grabbed them? Because then I want to reward that person that sent them, whether it was a t-shirt or some extra tattoo time or whatever. Or just buy them a beer whenever you see them at a restaurant. What's your plans for the rest of the body part, the areas? I don't know how many times I have actually been talking with a client about a piece on their upper arm, and they want this and that, and then you're like, oh cool, what about the lower part of your arm? And then they're like, oh, I plan to do that. And that's extremely important for me to know the future plans. Why just start here? And sometimes you definitely can, but then it's so much more important to be able to continue your design, so you can plan it. It's just more than just a half sleeve. It's going to turn into a full sleeve. It's going to turn into a chest panel, a second chest panel, etc. That is very, very important. That I've really have upsold people, and I have made my design, really different, instead of just thinking it's only going to be a half sleeve or such. Extremely important. Subject of tattoo, what do they want? It's an eagle, a dragon, whatever. Body location, of course, when you're making all these notes and you're looking back on it, when it's actually time to draw, I draw the week before my appointment. This is just kind of simple stuff. Front, back, left, right. I will kind of do that with my body mapping that I do for every tattoo I can. I will show you, that will be a whole nother video. It is very important. It's kind of a cheat code of body placement and size, and stencil making, definitely. I like to say size, just, small, medium, large. Style, is it traditional Japanese? Do they want it more nouveau? Whatever, for your own self. I ask people what their budget is. Let's just be real. It's a business, it's a service. Is it $500 or $5,000 or no budget at all? And I like to say how many sessions we actually talk about. Can the client come in once a month? Can they come in every 3 months? Are they flying in, and coming every 6 months? We need to all talk about these things up front. I like to put, of course, their deposit amount. I like to do notes on here, just whatever else that you may talk about. And the appointment date is extremely important. Like I said, I like to draw the week before the appointment, and this has saved me a lot of times. Where did I put that? I will take my client consultation form and I will take a photo of it, and I will put it in the actual Procreate file with a photo of their mapping of the body part, with additional notes, what have you, and that way when I go to draw, I will have the consultation with all the information, I'll have the body mapping, and I always keep the body mapping too. That might be confusing if you don't do that. I will show you in a later video. I hope this helped you guys. How do you, sorry, someone's waving at me as they're filming this. How do you guys do your consultations? Do anything different? I'd love to know in the comments below. I hope this helps you guys out, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.